Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you for stopping by this channel. We will be doing some problems on op-amp circuits. A lot of other problems I have solved in PDF format. With the questions and answers are given in the Telegram group. The link with the Telegram group is given in the description box down below, and you can follow me on Instagram as well as a Facebook page for updates and study notes and formula notes and everything like that. Those links will also be given in the description box down below. So without further ado, I'll start with the first question. For the circuit shown in the figure, V0 is equal to, so we have to find out V0 in this figure, okay? Okay, excuse me. Okay, we have to find out V0 in this figure. So this is in the non-inverting configuration. For a non-inverting configuration, the output V0 divided by Vs equal to V0 divided by Vx. Okay, please keep this in mind. The inverting, the input to the inverting terminal, non-inverting terminal should be taken into consideration in this figure. The input to the non-inverting terminal, that is the positive terminal, is Vx. So we have to find out Vx. Please don't put like V0 divided by Vs is equal to 1 plus Rf divided by Ri, which is not correct. The input to the direct input to the inverting terminal, non-inverting terminal should be taken into consideration. Okay, so here V0 divided by Vx equal to 1 plus Rf. Instead of Rf we have R. Rf is the feedback resistor that is connected from our output to the input. Okay, so Rf divided by Ri. The Ri is our R. So this is V0 equal to 2 Vx. So let this be 1. And now we have to find out what is this Vx. But ultimately we have to find out what is our V0 with respect to our exact input, our actual input, that is Vs. Okay, so we'll do some calculations here and some analysis using KCL here and find out the relation between Vs and Vx, so that we will get the output like V0 in terms of Vs. Okay, that is what actually this op-amp is doing, right? So we have to find out V0 by Vs, V0 in terms of Vs. Okay, so now we have to find out the relationship between Vx and Vs. So I am taking this node and write in the KCL at that node. Okay, write in the KCL at that node. I'll take current is flowing away from, all the currents are flowing away from this node. I'll take Vx minus Vs divided by R plus Vx divided by, this is C. Okay, it will be 1 by Sc plus Vx minus V0 divided by R. Okay, so now we'll simplify this. We can take these two together, that is 2Vx minus Vs minus V0 divided by R plus Sc into Vx. Okay, now I will take Vx terms together and I will take all the other terms to the other side. Okay, Vs plus V0 divided by R. I am taking the LCM here. 2Vx plus SCR Vx divided by R equal to Vs plus V0 divided by R. R and R cancel out. We'll get, I'll take Vx outside, I'll get 2 plus SCR equal to Vs plus V0. And Vx I can write it as V0 plus Vs divided by 2 plus SCR. Now I am going to substitute this over here. Okay, so I'll write V0 equal to 2 into, instead of Vx I'll write 2V0 plus Vs divided by 2 plus SCR. Okay, and opening the bracket we will get 2V0 plus 2Vs divided by 2 plus SCR. Taking V0 terms together, we will get V0 into 1 minus 2 divided by 2 plus SCR equal to 2Vs divided by 2 plus SCR. Okay, now we'll take the LCM over here. We'll get 2 plus SCR minus 2 divided by 2 plus SCR, which is equal to 2Vs divided by 2 plus SCR. We'll get V0 into SCR divided by 2 plus SCR equal to Vs divided by, actually 2Vs divided by 2 plus SCR, and these two cancel out. We will get V0 equal to 2Vs divided by SCR. And now I will take the inverse Laplace transform. We will get V0 of t equal to 2Vs divided by RC. I will take outside, and the constant I will take outside. 2 divided by RC are constant, and the inverse of 1 by S is integration, right? So Vc of t dt. So this is our required answer, where V0 of t is the integration of the input Vs of t. Okay. Now let's do the next question. Okay. For an amplifier having a slew rate of 60 volt per microsecond, what is the highest frequency at which a 20 volt sine wave can be produced at the output? Okay. So slew rate is given here. Slew rate. What is the formula for slew rate? Is equal to 2 pi Fm into V max. Okay. So the question, it is asked, what is the highest frequency at which a 20 volt sine wave can be produced at the output? So our VPP, that is our peak to peak voltage, is 20 volt, and so our actual amplitude is VPP divided by 2, that is 10 volt, and we have to find out, this is our maximum amplitude. Okay, maximum amplitude is 10 volt. So slew rate is already given here, that is 60 divided by 10 raised to minus 6, that is microseconds, equal to 2 pi into Fm we have to find out, and Vmax is already given, that is 10. Okay, from here Fm is equal to 60 divided by 10 raised to minus 6 into 2 pi into 10. We will get the answer like 954.9 kilohertz. You can do that in a calculator. 954.9 kilohertz. With that, we'll move on to the next question. Okay, in this question, what is the frequency at which the input and output sine wave signals have equal magnitude? Okay, so in this question, it is asked to find out the frequency at which the input and output sine wave will have equal magnitude, that is the closed loop gain should be equal to 1. So what kind of amplifier is this? This is an inverting amplifier. So the closed loop gain will be equal to RF divided by RI, right? So instead of RF we have 10K divided by RI is our capacitor, that is 1 by S into C, 0.01 microfarad. Okay, I'll just write micro here. So ACL equal to 10 into 10 raised to 3 into S will be coming here. S into 0.01 into 10 raised to minus 6. So I can write that 10 raised to 4 into 10 raised to minus 6, that is 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, S into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, and this has to be equal to 1. Okay, it is given that the what is frequency at which input and output sine wave will have the equal magnitude. Equal magnitude means V0 should be equal to Vi. That is our open loop gain, so closed loop gain should be equal to 1. That is right. So 10 raised to minus 4, and instead of JAS we have to write J omega. Okay, we are taking the modulus over here, so I'll just write omega equal to 1. Okay, so omega is equal to 1 divided by 10 raised to minus 4, or omega is equal to 10 raised to 4. Instead of omega we can write 2 pi f is equal to 10 raised to 4, and f is equal to 10 raised to 4 divided by 2 pi, which is equal to 1.591 kilohertz. Okay, now let's do the next question. Next question, in a voltage follower op-amp circuit, find the closed loop gain V0 divided by Vs if the open loop gain is equal to 2. So the open loop gain is over here, that is given here, that is equal to 2. This is a voltage follower. Voltage follower means a buffer circuit when the V0 and our inverting terminal is shorted or connected together without a resistor. Okay, then then it is known as unity feedback circuit. Okay, so now I told that it is a unity feedback circuit, so our feedback gain will be equal to 1, right? So closed loop gain, what is our closed loop gain? To find out closed loop gain from open loop gain, the formula is A divided by 1 plus A beta. Please keep this in mind. Please make a formula book and write this in a box. That is ACL is equal to A divided by A 1 plus A beta. So ACL equal to, what is A here? 2 divided by 1 plus 2 into 1, that is equal to 2 divided by 3, which is equal to 0.66. Okay, so this is the closed loop gain. Okay, please keep this formula in mind. ACL is equal to A divided by 1 plus A beta. Okay. Now let's do the next question. Find the frequency of oscillation in the oscillator. Okay, this is a really good question. We'll have to do a bit here. Now we have to find out the frequency of oscillation here. For that we'll have to find out our open loop gain. Okay, we'll have to find out our open loop gain. So for that we are going to do some KCL and KVL at node X. So I am taking this node, okay, and writing the node equation over here. I'll take current is going away from the junction, Vx minus V0 divided by, this is L, okay, divided by SL. Okay, L in the Laplace domain will have a resistance of SL, and C in the Laplace domain will have a resistance of 1 by SC. Okay, so Vx minus V0 divided by SL plus Vx divided by R plus Vx minus, what is here, Vf divided by R equal to 0. I'll take Vx outside. I'll get 1 divided by SL plus 1 divided by R plus 1 divided by R minus, what is left here, V0 divided by SL minus Vf divided by R, right, which is equal to 0. Taking Vx outside, we'll get 1 divided by SL plus 2 divided by R equal to V0 divided by SL plus VF divided by R. So I'll put it over here, keep this in a box, and now I'll write the node equation over here. So what is the node equation here? Let current be going in, assume current be going in this direction. So VF divided by SL plus VF minus VX divided by R equal to 0. Okay. From here we'll get VF equal to 1 divided by SL plus 1 divided by R equal to Vx divided by R. Okay. So this is Vx. Okay. And now we have to find out beta. So what is beta? Beta is equal to Vf divided by V0. That is a feedback again. If you get the feedback again, we can find out the open loop again, because A beta is equal to 1. And for oscillation, A beta is equal to 1 and beta is equal to, A is equal to 1 divided by beta. Then we can calculate the frequency of oscillation. So first of all, we have to find out Vf divided by V0. Okay. So this is our Vf and Vx is over here, and I have to take Vx in terms of V0. Okay. So what we will get, we'll see. So what is R? What is Vx? Vx is equal to Vf, R will go inside, that is R divided by SL plus 1. Okay. And I'm going to substitute that over here. We'll get, instead of Vx, I'm going to write Vf into R divided by SL plus 1 into 1 plus SL plus 2 divided by R equal to V0 divided by SL plus Vf divided by R, right? And now we have to solve all this. I'll take Vf terms together. So we'll get R divided by SL plus 1 into 1 divided by SC plus 2 by R minus 1 divided by R equal to V0 divided by SL. Okay. And I will open the bracket. We'll get if I open the bracket, we will get a Vf into 2 divided by R plus 1 divided by SL plus 2R divided by SRL plus R divided by S square L square minus 1 by R equal to V0 divided by SL. Okay. I'll take the LCM. If I take the LCM, this will turn to be 1 by R, right? So in before that, I'll just simplify it. We'll get 1 by R plus 1 by SL plus 2 by SL plus R divided by S square L square equal to V0 divided by SL. So 1 plus 3 divided by SL plus R divided by S square L square equal to V0 divided by SL. And now we'll take the LCM. LCM being S square L square R. Okay. So S square L square plus 3RSL plus R whole divided by S square L square R is equal to V0 divided by SL. Okay. S and S cancel, L and L cancel. Okay, we'll get V0 divided by Vf divided by V0, that is a feedback gain, equal to SLR divided by S square L square plus R plus 3R SL. Okay, or I can write 3RLS. Okay. Okay, this is our beta. Actually, we have to find out alpha. A, that is 1 by beta, which is equal to S square L square plus R plus 3SRL divided by SLR. Okay. And I'm going to write, instead of S, I'm going to write J omega and see what happens. So our beta is equal to, our alpha is equal to S square L square plus R square plus 3SLR whole divided by SLR. Okay, and now S is equal to J omega, that means J omega the whole square into L square, which we will get omega square L square plus R square plus 3 J omega LR whole divided by J omega LR. Okay. And now I'll just multiply J on numerator and denominator. I'll get minus J omega square L square plus J R square minus 3 omega LR whole divided by minus omega LR. Okay. And taking negative outside on both numerator and denominator, we will get J omega square L square minus J R square plus 3 omega LR divided by omega LR. Okay, I will rearrange it and write, that is 3. I will take J outside, we will get J divided by omega LR, right? Omega square L square minus R square. Okay. Okay. Now, for oscillation, what is required is that the imaginary part of open loop gain should be equal to 0. What is the imaginary part here? What is written on the side of J, right? So that is omega square L square minus R square divided by omega LR should be equal to 0. And from here we have to find out what is our omega, and with that we will find out what is our F. Okay. So omega square L square equal to R square and omega square equal to R divided by L. Omega is equal to R divided by L, and 2 pi F is equal to R divided by L, and F is equal to R divided by 2 pi L. So this is the frequency of oscillation for the given circuit. Okay. So whenever this kind of a question is asked to find out the frequency of oscillation, first we have to find out our that is our gain, open loop gain. If you can't find out the open loop gain, what you can do is find out the feedback gain and take the reciprocal, and after that what you have to do is please take the imaginary part and then substitute it to 0 and then find out our omega. Okay, that's all. So with that I am going to end this video. All this PDF, the PDF of these questions that I have solved now, and also some more other really good questions will be available in the Telegram group. So you can go and find it out, and with that being said, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for listening, and please like, share and subscribe. Okay, bye.